Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, continuing my thrilling, exciting LaserDisc showcasing videos. Today I'm coming at you to showcase the exciting, thrilling laser video disc release of Child's Play 2. Now, unlike the release of the LaserDisc of the first movie, Child's Play, that I already showed you guys, this one I actually got previously viewed once again at that video store place, the TV sales slash repair place that sold slash rented LaserDisc. Any LaserDisc they had, if memory serves, any LaserDisc they had for rent you could also buy. That's how I picked up a lot of my Friday the 13th LaserDisc, and in this case the LaserDisc for Child's Play 2. Having bought the first one brand new, probably from Suncoast, I was able to pick this one up previously viewed from that particular location. This particular LaserDisc sports very similar, artwork, of course, to the VHS that came out. This movie, of course, came out in the theater of 1990, and I, just like with the first film, I saw Child's Play 2 in the theater with my dad in 1990. This LaserDisc, just like with the VHS tape, would come out in 1991 by MCA Home Video. It's kind of a bummer. I kind of thought that, when I showcased my LaserDiscs for the Friday 13th films, I kind of feel like the worn cover kind of was actually added to those releases, but having just showcased the brand new, really good shape version of the LaserDisc for Child's Play, it's kind of a, I don't know, looking at this more worn cover of Child's Play 2 LaserDisc is kind of a bummer. But just like with, the LaserDisc of Child's Play or any other LaserDisc, this, this artwork being the same size as a vinyl LP record case sleeve is just so huge to behold when you hold it up in front of you. It's like I said with the, the LaserDisc for Child's Play, the first movie, it's like Chucky's almost frickin' halfway to, or more than halfway to life size or full size when you look at this artwork. It's kind of scary there to be holding it and have that looking at you. It's like, I better hold this away from me. But I always thought the artwork for Child's Play 2 on home video was really cool. On the top here you can see there's this blue band which says digital LaserDisc on one corner, the other corner Child's Play 2 closed captioned. On the bottom corner, digital sound stereo. On the other bottom corner, the early 90s MCA Universal Home Video logo. And if you can see here, it's kind of really hard to see, but 1990 was the 75th anniversary of the the company Universal Pictures. So you've got your little 75th anniversary Universal logo there on the actual movie kind of credits to commemorate that particular milestone, if you will. Looking on the back art here, it's kind of cool. I think it's very similar to the back art of the VHS release. Obviously it's bigger and you have more space to kind of, as I said, I mean, if you look at this, it's like, holy crap, Chucky's like actually standing right there next to me and he's gonna get me, but he's even looking at me. It's like, oh my god. He's staring at me with that evil grin. But the top corner there, of course, you can see color, 1 hour 24 minutes, rated R. Oh, look at this. This is interesting because the movie's so short. You've got extended play on side 1 and standard play on side 2. If you guys don't know, extended play is like the longest play version for a LaserDisc. On one side you can get up to an hour of video and audio on extended play. And the standard play is up to a half hour of audio or video and audio, and you've got on any LaserDisc player you can do the good old slow motion frame by frame advance, just all these kind of extra things you can do on a standard play LaserDisc or a standard play LaserDisc side on any, as far as I know, on any of the LaserDisc players I've ever had. You can fast forward and rewind at a much more clearer, with clear images and, as I said, freeze frame, slow motion, frame advance, frame, go forward, go backward. Things we take for granted now in the era of DVD and Blu-ray and stuff, but in the LaserDisc days you couldn't really do that with any player unless it was a standard play release where it had a standard play side, so that's kind of fun. You've got closed captioned here, Dolby surround stereo and glorious digital sound, and you've got a little quote here, more fun than the original, thrilling, you'll laugh and scream, by Betsy Sherman, Boston Globe. See, unlike the first movie, which just had a quote from some paper, at least this one says someone at the paper instead of like this quote from the Boston Globe. But yeah, I can only assume these three smaller images were also featured on the tape. You know what? Maybe that one of Kyle and Andy was not on the tape, but I think maybe, yeah, I don't know. It seemed possibly like the back of the tape only had this big picture of Chucky and then that smaller picture of Chucky and Andy. Maybe the other two pictures weren't on the VHS tape. I can't remember. Either way, the back artwork, just like with the front artwork of this release, is really cool. So looking at the actual LaserDisc label here, we've got a white label with the early 90s, at the time a revamped, that was a brand new MCA Universal Home Video logo at the time when this release came out in the early 90s, having just gone through their 75th anniversary in 1990. I can only assume the VHSs and the LaserDiscs that came out in 1990, perhaps mid to late 1990s, started sporting this new logo, but at any rate, this release that came out in 1991 also sported the new MCA Universal Home Video logo. Kind of a bland, boring label, if I'm being, completely truthful here. We've got copyright 1991 MCA Home Video incorporated around the edge of the label, Child's Play 2 on the bottom, copyright 1990 Universal City Studios, LaserDisc logo, side 1, extended play CLV for you. And since this particular release has a CLV side 1 and a CAV side 2, I will show you the side 2 of the label. It's exactly the same as side 1, except for instead of sporting a 1, it sports a 2, and instead of sporting extended play and CLV, it sports standard play and CAV. Hope you guys enjoyed my showcasing of the North American home video release of Child's Play 2 on Laser Video Disc from 1991. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video.